Oh, that's so she's the we're gonna meet someone from the waterbender. There's also water uh, from the water tribe. There's also the waterbender.
The legends say the moon was the first waterbender. Our ancestors saw how it pushed and pulled the tides.
Maybe something more about moon,
What are you doing?
or maybe it's just something about waterbender in general. The Puppet Master. Okay. What a creepy song. Like ding 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 down.
And they knew the blade of Wing Fun was haunted!
This is supposed to be a Halloween episode special, something like that.
It happened to Mom. One winter, when Mom was a girl, a snowstorm buried the whole village for weeks. A month later, Mom realized she hadn't seen her friend Nini since the storm. So Mom and some...
Soka, just carry it.
Guys, did you hear that?
She's joking.
Under the mountain. And there's...
I don't think. Nah, she's joking.
Alright, I'm getting scared.
Hello, children.
No, I think I'm gonna go now.
My name is Hama. You children shouldn't be out in the forest by yourselves at night. I have an inn nearby.
No. The hell? Oh, that's so. She's
a
we're
certain
met
fairy
someone
tale story.
from the waterbender. There's also
An old woman in a
from the
inn,
water
in a
tribe. There's
house,
also the waterbender.
kids.
Walk in, and they don't come out.
Yeah, she knows.
Maybe someone.
She knows something. Probably she is the villain.
Something more about moon. She's the one.
Completely safe here. Why don't
Or maybe it's just something about waterbender in general. The Puppet Master.
I don't know if I would be able to
Okay.
rest in a place like this.
Oh, Momo is with
What
so
a
creepy song. Like ding 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 down.
Soka, really?
It's strange that Momo is with Soka now with Aang.
in charms to take advantage of that poor man? I think you and I are going to get
Wow.
along swimmingly.
Nothing to say about that.
Oh my gosh. This
I
is
would
supposed
say
to be a
that
Halloween episode special,
moon-
something like that.
Give powers to waterbenders, right?
The thing about this episode is probably that this old woman is a waterbender and she's using this, or I've been tricked and the whole
Oh.
episode is about
Mysterious town for mysterious
creepy.
children.
Oh my gosh. Or again, or maybe the mystery is the whole episode is they trying to think that she's the villain, but it's someone else, and she's a good old woman the whole
Convenient.
time.
I'm not finished yet. Come on!
Okay, Dad.
Yeah, so good. Just carry it. The Puppet Master is the name of the episode. Poor Soka. Selfie's face
Poor
is the
mom.
best one.
Old comb? It's my greatest treasure. It's the last thing I owned from growing up in the southern water tribe.
Okay, so yeah, that was easy to predict it.
Tribe?
Just like you.
How did you know?
She's
Heard
joking.
you talking around your campfire. But
I would say that she is hearing stuff that they are saying was a bad sign, but they were talking pretty
I don't
loud to be
think.
sure.
Nah, she's joking.
To be honest.
quite a lot like sea prunes if you stew them long enough.
No, I'm
Boring.
You right away.
I think I'm gonna go now.
Cabbage.
Oh my gosh. Even without seeing him, he is in all the places. He's the god of cabbages.
I'd steer clear of the sea prunes.
Too
But they were
creepy.
glisten kumquats.
The hell?
Close enough.
It's right a certain fairy tale story.
Yep,
A
she's a
old woman
waterbender.
in a inn, in a house, kids. Is that supposed to be Graham Graham? Because
Yeah,
Graham Graham is not a
she
waterbender,
knows
so
she
they
knows
probably
something.
know each
Probably
other.
she's the villain.
It's not weird to
She's the
think
one.
that her and Graham Graham are friends from the beginning.
Them
See?
off, but our numbers dwindled as the race.
I don't know if I would be able
I mean,
to
it's obvious there was a
rest in a place
waterbenders
that
like
did
this.
that, but it was her, Hama, one of them. Oh, Momo is with Soka.
I was led away in chains.
Soka, really?
The last waterbender of the southern
It's
Yeah,
strange
I'm
that
sure
Momo is
that
with
one is
Soka
Graham
now
Graham
with
for
Aang.
sure.
It's the only one that is using the hair like that.
But did
I
you know
mean,
you can even pour water
she
out
is a
of
master.
thin air?
Oh,
You've got to keep an open mind, Katara. There's water in places you never think about.
that's interesting, cause like, I mean, in the beginning I was thinking, wait, that's water in every place, that's air in every place, but no one's used it.
Wow,
Around here.
Nothing to say about that.
Spirit just turned me.
The Moon Spirit is a gentle, loving lady. She rules the sky with compassion and lunar goodness.
Lunar goodness. Okay.
Spirit that's been stealing people.
Only one man ever saw her and lived. And that's
What
old
the
man
kind of?
David.
only one man
Oh
is
my
on
gosh.
live.
I would say that way
These
the
flowers.
moon
They're called fire lilies.
give
They're
powers to
beautiful.
Waterbend. Forgot his name. I I don't know what.
It's a shame about the lilies, though.
They're just flowers. When you're a waterbender in a strange land, you
I have to say that was badass. There are kids. Anyone is old for them.
Well, if young is hurt.
Something about hearing people on a mountain, right? Or above.
For generations, it has blessed waterbenders with its glow, allowing us to do anything we think.
Why I think. Yes, this is so creepy. This sure is a Halloween.
You. I discovered in that wretched Fire Nation prison.
Okay.
The guards were always cans filled with liquid, and I passed years developing the skill that
Oh,
would lead to my
gosh, that's terrible.
blood bending.
Blood bending.
Rats. I was ready for the men.
Okay, the show raised 1000 levels of darkness just now.
First time in decades.
Oh, that was cool.
You're not the only one who draws power from the moon.
I mean,
My bending is more powerful than yours.
it is.
Your technique is useless on me.
I mean, I believe it. Oh my god, border. Forest. Katara badass, as I always tell. Oh, that was not a good thing. She gonna control them for sure. Or at least Sokka.
You've outnumbered yourselves.
Yep, she control Aang as well. I wonder. why she can control Aang? I mean, maybe it's because Aang don't even know that is using Waterbender, but oh, oh, she's using on her.
You're going to be locked away forever.
My
Did you really think that you can do that if she don't want?
you're a bloodbender.
I mean, yeah, the only thing that she knew she wants is to Katara learn, so technically, she wins that. So that was episode 48, the Puppetmaster of Avatar. Interesting. Now, the question of the episode gonna be, if you have the power of doing that, bloodbending, would you use it? That's a good question. I would answer in a last resort because it has a dilemma of ethnical problems with that. But then again, we are in a war and it's complex. Like someone, I would try not use some of against, I don't know, soldiers. They don't have um, fault of anything. But I don't know if you had the opportunity to use against Azula, for example, or Ozai, you know, it's really not that different from any other technique. Now, let me talk how much this episode increased the level of darkness of the show. This episode alone, it's wow. It begins with them telling ghost stories and all, and increase that fast. Um, I think bloodbending, because that's the thing. It could just be like, ah, we control the water inside the people. Okay, that's already mess up a lot. Blood. So let me tell you something. Oh, if you remember the guy in the swamp that was using plant bending, he used, and okay, when you do that inside of the body, because if you just pay attention on water bending, normal water bending, okay, you have to move the water. You understand what I'm saying? Now, imagining if you're moving the plants on the swamp, like the plants are gonna go, and that's okay. Now, imagine you moving the blood inside of a person. What would happen? I'm not gonna expect that a Nickelodeon show would do. Like they would die immediately, like instant death. That would happen. Even if they survive somehow, they will be major damages. If you try to do that in, I don't know, in any part of the body, like if you try to move a little bit of this of the blood in the arm, you have multiple problems inside of you. So that comes back with the possibilities of water bending, and maybe in general all the bendings. Like we see Hama using water and the air, like the humidity of the air, to use water bending, and the possibilities of this is just amazing. We see Katara picking up water inside the body before throwing up the water of Aang. Now, really think about that. You could just, I don't know, smash the heart. It's blood. Smash the brain. What would stop you to do that? You know, in a more professional way, any bending has something like that. You could just put out all the air of someone died. You could put out all the blood of someone. I mean, one third of the blood of all the blood on ourselves, and you are already dead. So you could just you could just did so much thing. Like if you see X-Men, like Magneto. I don't know how to say that English. Magneto can. Someone like Toph could do something like that inside of a body. If you see X-Men, you know what I'm talking about. Someone like Toph could do that. Like the limits of that. I one thing that I would love to see one day, not now of course because spoilers, was some kind of rules of the limitation, like by the creators, like the limitations that it has. Because I mean, of course, we have the limitations that the creators impose, and we have the limitations that Nickelodeon impose. Which, yeah, but it's weird. An episode like this make Jat's death look so much stupid. It was stupid when I watched the first time, and now it looks way more stupid. Dude, Nickelodeon, hello, hello, Nickelodeon. If you're watching this, you let someone controlling blood inside of other person. That's okay. But oh yeah, I'm just pissed off of Jet's death. Not that I like him as a character. I mean, yeah, he's not the best character ever, but he was a good character, and I like his character development a lot. Even if I think, if you ask me, he died in the right time. But also, I have to recap what I said. I say multiple times that Katara would probably be the strongest waterbender alive, besides Haru. Now I think for sure that if she's already not, it is stronger than Haru. It's really close to that. Because bloodbending is something close to blend bending in a way. You control the liquid inside of a body. It could be a body of a person or a body of a plant. But it's basically the same thing, with some difference here. Hamas said that is you can only use bloodbending in a full moon, which it looks strange to me. Because in a sense, what's the difference between bloodbending and plant bending? And how we can do every time. So we have two ways of seeing this. I'm imagining that doing forget blood, doing with water would be easier, but it's still harder to do plant bending because for so many reasons. A plant will not go against you when you try to control, and a person will try to do just one of so many reasons. But I'm guessing that's a problem with Avatar. I like so much the show, but when some characters say something like that, my initial reaction is, okay, that's your opinion. That's necessarily the whole truth. But Avatar so far, the show, is using characters to give opinions like facts, and usually they are not the same thing. In any kind of media and reality are not the same thing, but Avatar kind of do like opinions are facts, and I no, it's not. So let me see at least this as an opinion and not a fact. Hama said that you can only use as bloodbending as a fumu, and I don't think that's true because I don't think that it has a huge difference enough. It's not huge enough of plant bending to be necessary you use as a fumu. And Katara is way powerful than Hama. I don't know how much powerful, but I would say that is really much more powerful. So yeah, I don't think it's needed. Maybe it's needed for Hama because she's not that good without the full moon, that she cannot do that without the full moon, but Katara may be able to without problems. Now the question is, if Katara cannot do, and imagine that there is not so much huge difference between plant ending, I would say that Haru is way stronger than Katara, which is impressive. I mean, not that much, because he lived probably his whole life there, so he has an advantage. But yeah, now we have a really good thing because one of the major weakness of Katara was in battle was the fact that she sometimes do not have water or enough water to do what she needs to do, which is not a problem for usually it's not a problem for Tough or Aang. So yeah. Now let me talk about Aang. Why Aang cannot break free of the control? That's weird. He's the Avatar, right? I mean, okay, I get it. He's not a master yet, but he's the Avatar. Damn it. He is probably without the Avatar state, just waterbending. I don't know, one of the five more powerful waterbenders alive, and he still cannot. Which makes me think that maybe this is just a theory based on how easy he was manipulated. The Avatar did not receive power-ups of the moon. If he's not a waterbender, if he's not born a waterbender. So that means that Aang also did not receive power-up. Now that I think about it, makes sense because if the Avatar, like the whole plot of the show is stop the Fire Nation before the comet, which is not a comet, but let's forget that. Um, because the comet would give power to the Firebenders, and now that I think about it, we will be really stupid why you need to do this, because if the Avatar can control fire, he will be power up as well. But this episode makes me think that now makes sense because the Avatar only is power up if he's born a firebender. So Roku would be power up by the comet, but Aang not, Kyoshi not, and I forgot the name of the other two. Sorry. Um, and the moon also did not power up any of this. Kuruk, I remember the name. Kuruk would be powered up by the moon. Hmm. Now the question is why the Avatar is not powered up by this. It now makes sense, right? Hmm. In a way, the answer of that will give me will be also the answer of how the Avatar begins, or at the very least, how the bending really begins. And when I'm saying this is, oh, I know that earth bendings begin with the moles, the water bends begin with the moon, the fire bendings probably begin with dragons, I don't know. Um, Airbenders with the appas of the life. Um, but The animals also are benders. Where they learn? That's a good question. Don't answer. Spoilers. Okay. Hmm. I have a lot more to do, but I have something to do right now, and this review is taking too long, so I see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to share, to like, to subscribe, and to comment what you like about this episode. Bye!